Well. Welcome back. My name's Spencer.
Nah, I'm still here.
Yeah, they thought you were gone.
Nah, I'm still here. They can't tell. They can't tell until I say anything.
Dude, this is episode 7.
Yeah.
Small hiatus. 4-year break.
Small,
It's kind of crazy. We took 4 years
You gotta
to make
develop.
another episode.
You gotta develop as people,
Yeah, we had to get a couple more stories under our belt.
Right. I don't know them. I couldn't tell you them.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember tomorrow or yesterday.
Yeah, I can't remember tomorrow either.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
that is a tough one. But 4 years, a lot's happened in 4 years, man. It was
Yeah.
2020. June of 2020 was the last time we recorded a podcast and
Everybody
posted
knows
it.
why we were recording it. It was 2020.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
we fell victim of the old, hey, let's pick up a new hobby. And then once lockdown was gone, we were like, I'm kind of done with that.
Yeah, no. I mean, we had other stuff to do. Like, when the world opens back up, you can't just be podding your cast.
Yeah, dude,
You
not
know?
at all. Like, hey, those woodworking tools are just going to collect dust in the corner now.
Yeah, all that resin art you were doing, you're not doing that no more.
Destroying the environment with resin art.
Right, everybody did that, and they were like, actually, we found out this is a bad idea.
Yeah. So lots happened, though. We are actually in a new location. I'm actually not going to do video anymore.
Too hard.
It's too hard. It's a lot to edit.
You got to clap at the camera and everything. You
Right.
sync it up.
You know what we look like. Honestly, it doesn't matter what
Yeah.
we look like.
Anyone who's listening already knows this anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Family, friends.
Co-workers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, exactly.
Who else do you encounter in daily life other than strangers, other than friends, family, and co-workers?
Yeah, I'm not just going to walk up to somebody in Walmart being like, do you listen to people talk on the radio? Well, do I have something for you?
You remember AM radio? We have another version of that.
Yeah, right?
It's literally what podcasts are. It's just AM radio in another spectrum.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot's changed. We both work in the same company and all that.
That hasn't
But
changed.
That hasn't changed. But I have moved locations quite far, actually. I drive a lot every single day.
Was it like an hour and a half?
Close to 2 hours every
Close
day.
to
It's a
2.
big commute. So
Mine's 20 minutes, so I'm right there with you, man. I know
yeah,
what it's
yeah.
like.
We both went from 5 minutes to 20 minutes, and then yeah, it's the exact same distance. No biggie.
Yeah.
Right.
I know
but
what
I've
it's
been
like
listening.
sitting in that grind, sitting in that traffic, just, honking at people.
I've been listening to a lot of podcasts on my drive and audiobooks.
Is that why you're doing a podcast now?
Well, I did get some inspiration back in my bones, and one of the inspirations was listening to our old podcasts.
Speaking of inspiration, we should get to the elephant in the room, which is the lack of crack.
The lack of crack.
Everybody's wondering where all the crack's at, and we got it right here.
Everybody knows the rules. Let's get them one. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, get those ears bleeding, baby.
Hey, they're not that cold, so the crack is probably not as crisp, but
No.
we got a crack nonetheless.
Do you believe in being able to tell if water is hot or cold depending on the temperature just by sound? Wait, no, that's okay.
Hold up.
Yeah, everybody knows
With
if
how-
water is hot or cold by
Yeah,
touch.
but it boils.
But no, by sound. Like if I'm pouring hot water into a bowl and then cold water into a bowl, do you think you can confidently tell me if it's hot or cold depending on the sound?
No. I do not think I can do that.
I 100% feel like I can.
I think that's a trick of the mind. You just taking a 50-50 shot that you're confident in.
Right.
You
but
know?
the 50% that I'm going to be right and I'm just going to...
Yeah, in my head, it's one of those 50-50 shots. You have if you get it, you're like, I fucking knew it. I could tell the whole time that water sounded hot as hell. And if you don't get it, you're like, yeah, I know there's no way you can tell that.
I don't know, man. They're different sounds. Okay.
It
I'll
depends
give
on the
you one.
bowl. Like if you pour it into a plastic Tupperware bowl, the bowl might like boom, bulge out from the heat. Like if
No,
it's,
you're blind. You're blind in this scenario.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. You could hear it. You could hear the thing pop from the heat, or maybe like if it's hot enough, you might hear it sizzle. But that has to be like cast iron.
Okay, so I've tried this out a bunch.
Oh no, excuse me.
You should did it right into the microphone, bro. We have a whole like segment on one of our old podcasts. I don't think you remember of you just. I'm like rip a burp, dude.
Hey, rip one for me.
Show them what you can do.
Show 'em what you're made of. Yeah, no, I'm going to the Olympics for that whenever it becomes an Olympic sport. So like,
Oh, I'm so glad you said Olympics because I've got a little story from another podcast.
Going to the
that I've heard.
Olympics right now?
No.
He's like, yeah, I'm doing the javelin.
But no, going back to The Sound of Water, right? Not the movie.
That's the sound of music.
Isn't there a movie called The Sound of Water?
That's Water Horse.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
That's Waterworld, starring Kevin Costner.
No, okay. So I know I can hear the difference in the water because I will turn my shower on and I will go take a deuce, which is pretty close to my shower, and I can hear the difference of when it gets warm, bro. I swear to God, it's night and day.
That's a pressure thing. You have way more cold pressure water in your house than you do hot water pressure. Let me start again.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Hot
man.
water. Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
We can't speak, but I'll explain this to you.
Okay.
You got way more cold water pressure in your house than you do hot water pressure.
Uh-huh.
So whenever it gets hot, the pressure goes down a little bit, changing the pitch of the water. If somebody's pouring water out of a pitcher that has the same amount of flow, you're not going to be able to tell whether it's hot or cold.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't done it.
Yeah, this is why we need to do these kind of tests.
Okay, next podcast we'll be like, guess what, guys? We figured it out. You can't tell.
Yeah, right.
Or we'll be like, hey, man, I was wrong. I don't know what to tell you.
For sure.
Except we could tell.
So going back to the Olympics thing, right? There's these two gentlemen. They were just recently on the Joe Rogan podcast, and they are doing something called the Enhanced Games, right? Which is like the Olympics.
But you get to take steroids?
Dude, you get to roid up, man.
We're trying to see what these human silverbacks are made of.
Yeah. No, seriously, steroids, you name it. But their thing is, like, it has to be clinically done. You can't just go to, like, Dale, who is at your gym, and be like, give me what you're taking.
Right.
Like, you have to have a doctor and everything.
This is Brian Johnson. He's on 20 cc's of whatever the hell steroid you want, and it's going to make him throw this freaking... What's the one you put on your neck? Shot put? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's gonna
right.
make him throw this shot put like an extra, I don't know, 100 yards. This is going to be sick.
Imagine what those interviews are going to look like afterwards, just sweating. No, even before, sweating profusely.
You remember those old, like, 1980s, 1990s, like, WCW, like, wrestling motherfuckers that would be like, oh, yeah, brother, like the Stone Colds and the Hulk
right, dude.
Hogans
They're
and
just dripping
Randy
sweat.
Savages. Yeah, dude, that's going to be exactly what it's like. It's going to be like Wipeout.
No, so their main thing is just like, let's see what we can do. Like, where has science taken us as humans? What can we actually do when we allow them to take a safe amount, whatever, right? Doctor prescribed.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how long some of these people live, in my opinion.
Oh,
like
longer.
After the fact.
Longer.
Really?
No, yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, they're being very scientific with it, right? There are so many different...
make a Captain America or something. You
yeah,
know?
exactly. Well, that's kind of like the thing.
How do we stop
There's
these
so
people
many
after the
studies.
fact?
There's so many studies out there of like these drugs and stuff that people can take that prolong your life, help your blood flow and stuff like that.
I thought that
But
was
they
just
haven't-
like politicians eating babies and stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, politicians come into it too, right? It's all everybody has a negative connotation with it because they're like, well, you can't do that in sports. That's bad. It means bad if they do that.
Yeah, also the weightlifters that do it get out of control and they like ruin themselves.
Well, that's the thing. They want to make it like normalize it to where you're not, like I said, going to Dale at your gym and just being like, pump me up, boy.
Right. Yeah, meet me in the locker room in 30 minutes so I can get a shot of that horse or whatever is in
Yeah,
that vial.
exactly. Exactly.
Trying to feel like I can chew some hay right now.
I'm going to bite through the bar.
Right. Just doing squats, thinking of bales of hay and open pastures. You're like, what's going on? What was in that? I'm trying to lift weights.
But I'm going to watch it once it happens because they're very close, right?
I'll
Like-
watch it on. I'll watch the clips on YouTube or whatever.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
For real.
Yeah. See what these people are made of. Be like, yeah. Hey, just ask somebody like, hey, how long do you think this guy's gonna shuffleboard for? The shuffleboard is like an extra 200 yards because they literally just shuffle the heck out of it.
Yeah, bro. There's a bunch of sports that are just like nobody watches that, so we're not gonna put that on there. But we're gonna have like X.
I would love to see some roided out motherfucker doing like a bobsled or something. He's going an extra 80 miles an hour because he's 900 pounds.
He's not even touching the ice anymore. He's going so fast.
He got out of the sled.
He's running faster than the others.
He's outrunning the sleds. That'd be crazy.
I would love to see that.
Like a roided up Iditarod. You know what the Iditarod is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But instead of the dogs,
It's just him.
just kind of like
Walking through the
scooter
snow.
style.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be really interested in seeing how that's gonna go.
I mean, you can just go back and watch like 1980s baseball and see somebody hit it like a literal mile plus 2 miles.
Mhm.
And then be like, yeah, that was dope as hell. And then you realize that like he was juiced. He was super juiced. And you're like, well, he was good though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He won the World Series for us.
Right.
But again, going back to it, a lot of stuff has happened. Our last podcast, we talked about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X
Oh yeah.
and how they're just like announced what they look like. That's how long ago it was, dude.
Goodness.
We have a PlayStation 5.
Oh yeah.
Like we've
We've
bought
had
one.
it for years now.
Yeah,
Like at least 3 years.
easily.
You got it in the first year that it came out.
Yeah,
even
it's a
with
pretty-
even with it being so hard.
It's a pretty great console.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie to you. I don't touch it very often.
That being said, I don't hear anyone talking about their Xbox Series X. Everyone is talking about their PS5 if it's mentioned. If you mention you
yeah.
have a PS5, they're like, PS5? I haven't seen anybody mention an Xbox Series X since that thing came out.
Yeah, well, jumping 4 years into the future, everybody bought the PS5, and they prefer it by miles over the Xbox.
Which is crazy because the time that we came from, it was like if you didn't have a 360, if you had a PS3 instead of a 360, they were like, gross. Everybody has a 360. It comes with Uno.
Yeah, exactly. Uno throwback.
Yeah, dude. You have Uno. I still watch those guys.
We've gotten into golf. If you look at our previous video, it's not a podcast. It's a little different from what we would usually post on this channel, but we posted a 9-hole stroke play game.
Yeah, and that was also from like 3-4 years ago as well. So
Yeah, that was about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago.
Okay, yeah. So
We've just been living our lives.
Yeah, I mean, we got shit to do, you know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in love with the game. Yeah, it's really funny because there was another previous podcast before we had gotten into golf where I kind of bashed it a little bit. I forget what I was saying. I was like, oh yeah, like I turned on the TV and the only thing on was golf. I was like,
really?
that's so dumb.
Has it been that long since we did podcasts that you weren't even into golf?
Yeah, dude.
We're getting old.
Yeah, what's 365 times 4?
4 years.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
Quick math.
Yeah.
AI is a big thing now. Now I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from this because the art community and stuff like that, they're not too big into AI because you can just put a prompt in AI
Sure.
and it makes it for you.
Yeah.
So I was actually testing, like I kind of wanted a thumbnail for this video or this audio, right? And I was testing some AI where I'd put into the prompt, make me a thumbnail that says Wose Podcast Episode 7. So I've been afraid of AI for a while, like it getting way too smart.
Correct.
I'm not too worried now because I was like, I put in the prompt, Wose Podcast Episode 7. And, it gave me a great image. I was like, oh, I really want to use that. But it could not get the words or the letters right. It was like, Wosse, WOSSSE, pod, asked. And then sometimes it would the letters would all be jumbled up together and you'd have no clue. It looks like ancient hieroglyphics. It's so they've got a ways to go a little bit.
See, that's the thing though. The fact that it can do that to me is scary alone because it's trying stuff. It's not, it doesn't know. Google knows. Somebody told Google everything and now it knows everything, but it can't do anything with it. AI tries stuff. It's like, is this what you want? You're like, no, you're dumb. And it's just like, hey, you just wait. You just wait. One day we're going to try, building a house. Out of like straw or something.
Yeah, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's getting close. And it was only the text that it couldn't get. I'm telling you, like, the background, I had like a, because it knew it was going to be a podcast, right? It had some headphones. It had a microphone. It was super cool stuff.
Well, here's the thing. Aren't there some programs that are like really, really good AI where you can like make anybody say anything from anywhere? Like if you wanted Michael Scott to sing Nirvana on stage with Kurt Cobain, you could make that happen.
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
But is that AI mixed with editing?
No, that's AI. Okay. I should probably say the AI I was using was like a free thing
Correct.
from Adobe, which
Okay.
Adobe's a big company, right?
Yeah.
The
It's
big like
reliable.
Photoshop and stuff like that. And they have some great AI stuff, but I was using a free version through the browser. And I'm gonna keep looking. Nice one.
Yeah.
But no, if that's the free version, and most people are gonna go for the free version and not the paid stuff, then I'm not too worried about it. The paid stuff, like the Chat GPT and what Apple's coming out with their Apple Intelligence partnered with Chat GPT, it's a little worrisome, privacy wise.
The way that I see it is you can make anybody do anything with stuff like that.
Oh, we are living in the mecca, the peak of misinformation because of AI. It's gonna get to a point to where how like me and you were like, that's probably CGI. Our kids are gonna be like, this might be AI. Like they have to look for that kind of stuff because it's gonna get so advanced to the point. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. The presidential race, right? Somebody made an AI thing about Trump saying something, right? Now it's been completely discredited. But it was super believable. It went all over Facebook and stuff like that. And nobody was questioning, hey, is this AI? Because
I've been fooled by a damn deepfake. You remember that Gary Busey deepfake? What about what
about buttered sausage?
What about butter sausage? What about yeah, dude, I thought that was him the whole time. I looked at it again after it was like not him, and I was like, that is the most fake thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah, but initially you were like, what is Gary Busey on?
I was like, Gary being Gary. He's
Yeah.
Buseying. Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought was going on.
No, yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're getting to the point where we're going to have to question absolutely everything.
See, and I prided myself on being able to pick out the videos. Like, somebody showed me a video. Look at this video. Somebody's found a freaking megalodon. And I'd be like, no, they haven't. You can see right here it's fake. You got Dr. Disillusion videos on it and stuff,
Right.
Like, Dr. Disillusion's going to be like, I don't know what to tell you guys. It might be real. I don't know. This might be a volcano right here.
Yeah. Now there are a lot of the videos now. There are like things that you can pinpoint. You're just like, that's not how shoulders work.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Or you can be like, I saw a little twitch. A little AI twitch. Saw a little computer come out right there.
Yeah.
Or like slight
Your ones and zeros are showing.
Slight variations in voice complexion that just they can't get when it comes to like narration. Like the other day I was watching TV and you could tell that the person who narrated this show obviously didn't get this line, or they wanted to put this line in and he didn't read it or whatever, and it was definitely a computer generated. Like, it sounded just like him and everything, like AI perfect, but just some of the voice complexion was like, nah, I don't know, that wasn't quite him,
Yeah, and it's just getting smarter, right?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like, it's kind of believable now, and you can kind of pick it out, but considering they're integrating AI with everything, all your phones have AI. Like, all the new Google phones, all the new Samsung phones already have AI and stuff like that.
Find everything if you circle it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I've seen the videos, the commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Apple is integrating their AI stuff, and it's like just on every iPhone that has the A17 chip or above, or any of the Apple Silicon, which is like their chipset. Like, they've moved away from Intel, they moved away from AMD. They make their own CPUs now specifically for them. It's called like the M1, M2, M3. Like the computer we're doing right now, this is the Mac Mini, and it has an M3 chip in it. And that's what I got to say about that.
Yeah. Means nothing to me, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Maybe somebody who's listening is like, oh,
Oh, yeah, they mentioned the M3 chip in the Mini. That's dope. I have one of those.
yeah, exactly.
That's for you, guy.
Slight change of pace here, where we're getting deep into AI and current events. A little question for you, though.
Okay.
What do you think Forrest Gump's net worth was.
Net worth
Net worth.
from the shrimp boat?
In general, dude.
Oh, yeah, let's go through it, because he met the president twice. He won a national championship for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah. He was given full rights to the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Right.
Once, Bubba, God rest his soul.
Oh, yeah. Out in Vietnam.
Yeah. Did he die? He died in Vietnam.
He died in Vietnam.
Yeah.
He died in Vietnam. He walked him out of there, and he was like, I'm dead. I think I haven't been a while since I watched it. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then he went back for Lieutenant Dan, remember?
Yeah.
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 His net worth? I don't know, man. We
Was that-
talking nowadays monies or back then's monies? Because that was what? Like the 70s? 80s?
I'm not entirely sure. I think there's like whole breakdowns of this, right? By the way, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company is like an actual thing. Where did I go? It was somewhere in Tennessee.
Well, they have like the Bubba Gump like restaurant or whatever, but it's based off the movie. It wasn't a thing before the movie.
Yeah. Let's see.
The
Forrest
burp
Gump.
cast.
Yeah, dude. We kind Holy shit. Okay, so again, going back to AI a little bit, when you search something up on Google, it immediately does the AI overview instead of like what okay, there's two different answers here, right? As of January 2024, Tom Hanks
Is that Tom Hanks or freaking Forrest Gump?
Oh, it was saying Tom Hanks. So,
Well, that's not him.
Tom Hanks around 60 million. That's his net worth, right? Now, the fictional character Gump
Gump.
was included in Forbes' fictional 15.
Forbes?
Wait, is it? It's Forbes, right?
Forbes?
What is it?
It's Forbes.
Forbes, bro.
I want to
they
be
put
on
an
the
IE.
cover of
They might.
Forbes magazine.
Oh God, I'm terrible.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Forbes fictional 15. An estimation of the richest fictional characters across films, television, and movies, right?
Oh, Lord, get to
They
it.
estimated his net worth to be at $5.7 billion.
Yeah, that guy doesn't know what to do with $5.7 billion.
There's no way, though, right? That's
Well,
they're looking
I
at
don't
a
know.
fictional character and they're throwing fictional numbers out there. 5.7 billion?
Maybe that's the film.
No. The film only made 680 million
Box office.
total.
Total?
680.
It's a better movie than 680. I'll tell you that much. It's a $1 billion movie.
That's a lot of that's a lot of change.
It's a $1 billion movie, though. What was the budget on that guy?
Big scratch.
What was the budget on that guy? That's my next question. I don't know, man. He survived he was the only shrimping boat left in Louisiana after that storm.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, he might have just been like, shrimp's all mine, guys, sorry.
Yeah, shrimps on me.
I don't know.
What did I say? 5.4.
Well, he got the Congressional Medal of Honor. Maybe that's
you
like
don't get paid for that kind of jazz, though.
You might.
No, dude.
How do you know? You don't know?
Dude, veterans get jack shit.
Yeah, that's a veteran, not the guy who gets the Congressional Medal of Honor. The Nobel Prize is like $1 million prize.
Right.
Congressional
I don't
Medal of
think you
Honor
get
is
money
pretty
for that.
good.
I don't think you get money for that.
This ain't no damn Purple Heart. That's what you get for getting scraped. No,
Right.
no offense to no Purple Hearts out there. It's just kind of. Alright, I'm gonna back off of this. I'm gonna say it like this. It's kind of easy to get a Purple Heart.
No, dude, you didn't.
I mean, no, because people be getting hurt.
Yeah, of course.
It's kind of easy to get hurt out there. It's nothing on them. It's not like, oh, you got a Purple Heart? Okay, cool, easy.
right.
No, it's easy to get hurt out there. That's why it's easy to get a Purple Heart.
It's just a lot of money.
5.2 billion or whatever the hell it was. Over 5 billion?
I'm gonna have to actually, over $5 billion.
Do you sure that wasn't an AI typo and they meant million?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I was just looking at where is this being pulled from? This is being pulled from, probably not the best source.
What was the budget on Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump. Okay, so it made 680 million.
Also, I mean, I still like Tom Hanks as much as it seems to think that everyone else hates him. I mean,
I think that was misinformation. I think everybody's still cool with old Tommy.
okay, cool. What's your
55 million.
55 million budget?
Yeah.
Dude, that's weak sauce. That's good. That's like If you can make a movie that good for $55 million, I guess it was also probably a lot easier to make movies back then.
I don't know. I mean, it didn't have a whole bunch of CGI except for like placing him in there with Kennedy and stuff like that, right?
Which was pretty revolutionary at the time.
I mean, they did quite good.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was like, damn.
Speaking of
Kennedy's
Kennedy,
still alive.
I replayed the Black Ops 1 campaign.
Heck yeah.
Really cool, really
Yeah.
fun. Absolutely my favorite. Just a great story. It's not just mind-numbing shooting. Like, there's an actual like great story that goes along with it, right? Very spy thriller sci-fi, right? But so at the end of the campaign, I don't know if you caught this because I know it's been a really long time since you played it, right?
Right.
We were like kids. But so Alex Mason was brainwashed.
Right.
And he was kind of brainwashed to assassinate Kennedy.
Yes.
Right?
I remember the scene where he pulls the M911 out on him.
Yeah, but that was just him like
Tweaking.
so he comes
was
back.
tweaking.
He comes back, right? And he's fighting the brainwash. He doesn't realize he's brainwashed, but he's fighting it.
Yeah.
And he's meeting with President Kennedy in like
Right.
a very secret room. He's like, "Hey, Mason, you're the man for the job. You're the only guy for this."
And that's killing Dragovich, right?
Yeah, that's finding
Yeah.
the three guys,
Okay.
Dragovich, Steiner, and
Kravchenko.
Kravchenko, exactly.
Damn, I remember this shit like fuck the back of my hand.
Yeah, like butter, buddy.
Yeah.
But he never kills Kennedy in the campaign.
No, of
Never,
course not.
right?
Kennedy dies another way, I'm pretty sure.
It cuts to the future. It cuts to like 1968 and like Vietnam and stuff like that. And Kennedy's long gone. Kennedy died in 63.
He was trying to pull out of Vietnam and they murked him.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so
That's
at the
actually
end of
what
the
happened, by the way.
campaign, right? It's showing like the crowd where he's over there. Where did he get shot?
Motherfucking
It's in Texas.
yeah, the book depository.
Yeah, right.
On that strip at the convertible. I know where you're at.
Yeah,
Grassy Knoll.
everybody knows. Yeah, exactly.
Douglas
Anyways,
Lane or whatever
so
the
it's
hell it
showing
is.
him, walking through, going to his car, stuff like that. Him and Jackie Kennedy, and they put Mason in the crowd, and they kind of zoomed in on his face a little bit, implying that he actually did go through with it, like the assassination in 63.
Okay, I don't think he did though.
Nah, dude, he had to have.
No.
100%.
Have you not? Okay, have you played Cold War?
Huh?
Have you played the campaign in Cold War?
No, War More. I didn't play Cold War.
You gotta play Cold War, dude. It's so good.
Right.
You want another spy thriller?
Yeah.
Play Cold War.
Yeah.
But
I'm actively playing them right now before Black Ops 6 comes out.
here's the thing. Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Great. They did a good story.
Uh-huh.
Black Ops 3, the campaign is Train Go Boom. You
Yeah.
know? They left the Black Ops story. There's
No. It's canon along with the Black Ops story.
I know, but who is there?
It's so far in the future. It's ridiculous. You know the lady who created like the team in Black Ops 3? It's like the blonde bitch who wears the white.
Yeah, the
stuff like
one
that.
with the short hair, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like Alex Mason's
Granddaughter.
granddaughter. That's David Mason's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. And even in the campaign, they're fighting all these drones and stuff like that. And at some point they go, man, none of this would be happening if, Menendez didn't do all he did in 2025.
Wow, I forgot
Yeah.
Menendez was in Black Ops 2.
Yeah. He's the main villain of Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So, but that's the thing. That's what's so hard about it is like they went from the 40s in World at War
Uh-huh.
with Reznov being in that.
Yeah.
Reznov was in World at War before he was in Black Ops 1.
Okay, so I know that he's a figment of his imagination, but that's part of the brainwashing, correct?
Yeah, so Reznov died in the Russian camps when him and Mason escape, right? Now, at this point, Mason has already been so brainwashed.
Correct. In
Right.
that prison or no?
Pre-prison.
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 Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But Reznov was such like a strong character for him
That it stuck with him.
that it stuck with him, and that's what's helping him fight off the brainwash, right?
Okay.
That's what's
Was
making him...
Reznov's spirit.
Yeah, basically. Like, it's all in his head, and that's what's
Okay.
keeping him from, going over the deep end.
Correct.
Or better yet, being a sleeper agent and initiating the numbers.
You're right.
Which
was
releases the Nova 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what was the whole Kennedy thing about? Was that just bonus
Oh,
points?
I was part of it. They were just like, hey, this guy's
And
close.
while you're at it.
While you're at it.
If you could do something for me. Yeah, but you have to play Cold War. That's why I don't think Mason went through it, because he's still in it, like, during the Cold War, like, in the team with Adler, with Mason, with Hudson, everything like that. You just play as a guy named Bell.
Right, yeah. No, he's in it. You're just from a different perspective.
Right. And, dude, Cold War is such a good campaign. I'm not going to spoil anything for you at all for it, because it was one of those campaigns that I was playing, and I was like, man, I'm just getting through these campaigns, these Call of Duty campaigns. I want to experience them. I want to be able to, at least talk about them if somebody mentions them. But then after about a few missions, I was like, can't wait to play that Cold War campaign when I get home from work. This shit is great. But the thing is Black Ops 4, the reason that we disconnect all these campaigns in our head is because Black Ops 4 didn't have one. They had Blackout.
Yeah, no, they didn't have a campaign. They kind of had a campaign. It was like Spec Ops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or like when Warzone updates come out, they have a little cutscene.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Have the story only be campaign, because I'm not going to keep up with it through the multiplayer gameplay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's impossible for me to do.
Yeah, I'm over here shooting people. I can't. And the thing is I'm so glad that the new Call of Duty is coming out on Game Pass, because I'm only in it for the campaign.
Wait, it's coming out on Game Pass?
It's coming out on Game Pass.
Day one?
Pretty sure.
I was about to pre-order that shit.
Do not on Steam. Do not. Sorry if any Steam junkies are out there, but it's coming out on Game Pass. You can play it and get rid of it. That's 300 gigabytes back.
There's no way Steam junkies doesn't mean something else.
No, it has to mean something about trains, probably, right?
I don't know.
It's probably some drug, and we're like, hey.
I'd like to think that it is people who really like trains.
Yeah.
Who's standing on the side of the tracks when it goes by, and they just start cheering.
They're like, oh, it's a B86.
Yeah, it's a B86.
B86 is
the
gotta
conductor's
be a train,
just
right?
like fucking Steam junkies.
And he's like, Steam junkie, watch this, guys. I'm about to make him shit his pants.
Wait.
But yeah, dude, I'm so glad, because I don't want to play the multiplayer. The multiplayers have been the same since Modern Warfare 2018. 2018? Was it 2018?
Which one?
The first Modern Warfare reboot.
2018. Yeah, I think so.
The multiplayers have been the same since. Even the guns, this is like, it's pretty much the same. You got your guns from last year too. I was like, no, man. I also don't want to be running around shooting Nicki Minaj, 21 Savage, and Groot.
Yeah.
This is a Modern Warfare game. It's Modern Warfare 2, or it's whatever. What's the new one that just came out? Modern Warfare 2?
Modern Warfare 3.
Modern Warfare 3.
It's the newest one, yeah.
Oh, wow. See, that shows how long it's been since I played the multiplayers.
Right.
Like Modern Warfare 3, and I never got in on Captain Price and Soap. I got to get in on that.
Yeah,
'cause
Modern
I have
Warfare
no
3
idea.
is considered to be just a DLC of Modern Warfare 2. Because you know how every year it goes, like Modern Warfare, then it goes to Black Ops, and then it goes back to Modern Warfare, so on and so forth, right? Well, after Modern Warfare 2, the next year, it was Modern Warfare 3. Everybody was just like, that's odd.
That's also because everybody was working on this new Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Even freaking, what is it, Raven?
Yeah, Raven's been with Black Ops, though.
Yeah, no, who does the zombies?
This is Treyarch.
I know it's Treyarch. Treyarch always has been the zombies, but there's someone who, like, directs their zombies, and there's, like, someone who, it's a certain company, I don't know.
I don't even know.
Either way, like, the campaign is what I'm in it for, because the multiplayers have been the same since Modern Warfare 2018. They even just roll them over. I don't want to run around in the next Call of Duty shooting Nicki Minaj and 21 Savage and everything like that.
It's gonna happen.
It's a Modern Warfare game. I want to be able to shoot soldiers, maybe.
Yeah, right.
Like I literally doubt, unless you want to do like they did in Black Ops 1, where it was like soldiers versus the civilian of wherever you're fighting.
Yeah, so at this point with the Black Ops series, this has got to be the last one. They've covered, like I said, from
Woods
the 40s.
is in the wheelchair now in this one.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've seen the trailer, but
yeah.
Woods is now in the wheelchair. The next time we see Woods, he's old and in the wheelchair. So
But what I'm
covers it
talking
all,
about
right?
is they've covered like almost 200 years worth of storyline. Like I said, from the 40s to, you know, Cold War to Black Ops 2, 2025. Black Ops 3 was like 2100 something.
Yeah, to like 21, 25,
And then
something
Black
like that.
Ops 4, it really didn't have a campaign, but it was slightly before Black Ops 3, right?
Right, it was like 2086.
What else are they going to cover, right? They've literally covered the entirety of like the past almost 2 centuries.
The way that I see it is it's probably a situation where they have to drop the name Black Ops. They have done that story, you know. They can do DLCs, they can do maybe spin-offs, maybe like, I don't know, Hudson can get his game, Bowman can get something, you know, I don't know. We can do stories, but I think the next game has to be, in my opinion, it can be a World at War thing. You know, maybe like they did World War II, but I mean,
There's not much they can do anymore without trying to go into the
There's not-
future again, and nobody liked that.
no, in my opinion, there's plenty they can do. They just have to start a new story with a new character. You have to play a main character.
Right.
You have to play a main character that's got a name.
What they need
know?
to do is bring out Call of Duty Ghost 2. Because I was
Ghost
looking back
2 would be tight.
I was looking back at
There ain't
Ghost.
gonna be any more ghosts.
Yeah, I was looking at the first Ghost, right? I think it came out in like 2016
Like,
or
who
14.
did you play in as Ghosts? Who'd you play as?
I don't remember. I only ever played it once, but I remember the campaign was
a
good.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and that guy had a name, and it wasn't Alex Mason. It wasn't
No.
anything like that.
It was a completely different story.
Yeah, I mean, and they could have gone on with that. I mean, that was the very...
They
that was-
could have, but the game kind of flopped. That was when people started like review bombing stuff,
Yeah,
and
that's
so they
when-
did that,
yeah.
which was annoying.
On top of that, the spawns in the game were really rough.
They were.
Maybe not as rough as something like Advanced Warfare
Mhm.
or some of the newer Call of Duties where you're just literally spawning into enemies because it's just so fast paced, and they're recycling maps that are like, you play Black Ops 1 map on the new Modern Warfare or whatever, or the newest, like Cold War, they had Jungle. Jungle only works on Black Ops 1. You have to move that slow to get around Jungle. Like, I can get around the map on Jungle in Cold War in like 30 seconds. Like, I can go spraying.
Yeah.
You know, it's just too fast paced for a map like that. They have to. I think they've done it to death. I think Ghost would be fantastic because I can't even remember the guy's name, and I would love to play Ghost again. I do think that was the beginning of the microtransaction shit because you started to get map packs, but you also started to get like weapons that you could just buy one-offs. You know, you could buy Snoop Dogg's voice or whatever. You know, some skins, stuff like that for your characters and stuff like that. I wish they would still do map packs. A map pack had 4 maps. Wait, did it have 3 maps and a zombies map, or 4 maps and a zombies map?
Depended on the Call of Duty you're playing.
Okay, but literally 3 to 4 new maps and a new zombies map,
Yeah, I'd pay for that.
and it was $15, dude. I would pay $45 for that amount of content nowadays. I'd pay another game price almost.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, the thing is people are paying $20 to get their V-Bucks for a skin plus the battle pass for next season, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're making a lot more money that way.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're making a lot more money that way, but I'm just built different. I can't do a company where I'm just like, yeah, give me that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we are
Coming up on 40 minutes.
coming
dude.
up on 40 minutes, and we haven't done a 40-minute podcast since episode 1.
No, yeah. That means
That's
we're right
crazy.
back into it, guys. We got
Hey,
we got
the
plenty to talk
fever.
about. Yeah. Oh, we also got the golf fever. I think we should definitely do some more of that because that video, I played decent. I shot a 50. I mean, that's not very bad, but my swing has gotten a lot prettier. I'll probably be in the same exact clothes, but yeah, my swing has definitely gotten a lot prettier, a lot more pure.
We didn't go so much comedy aspect on this podcast, especially there towards the end.
No, we got into the groove of just
Chatting.
shooting the breeze, you
Yeah.
know. But we got some funnies in there in the beginning, you know. And you know, once you get the funnies in, you got 'em hooked, dude. You're reeling 'em in,
Yeah.
you know. You guys didn't even know it. If you're still listening, we got you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Psych. Planned it.
Hey, well, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that we have the time / equipment.
May not be as often. Before we did it every week.
Right.
You know, we live in different places now. We gotta meet up in the same spot, obviously. But we definitely gonna get this thing rolling some more. That's what I feel. I had fun.
Yeah, for sure, man. There was no today in history, mainly because I have no clue when I'm going to edit and get this out. Full disclosure, about a year ago, we recorded a podcast, or 2 years ago, we recorded a podcast, and I never did anything with it, so...
I don't even remember that, so we can just let that one, let sleeping dogs lie.
Let them lie.
You know?
But thanks for listening. What is the word for the comment section if you got this far?
Oh, yeah.
What's it gonna be?
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
okay,
buddy.
What were some of the topics we were talking about?
Maybe not topics. Okay, word is going to be crumpets.
Crumpets. You get some crumpets? If we got crumpets in the comments, we know we're doing good.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway. Yeah.
All right, boy. Get to crumping.
Get to crumping.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Peace out.